all. This is Anusha. In this video, I'll be discussing the topic aggregations with case 1 with some use cases. Aggregations with case 1 statement means combining conditional logic inside some count or average like aggregate functions. It lets you create customized conditional aggregates without running multiple queries. So in this video, my objective would be demonstrate aggregations with case 1 statement and building common analyst KPIs with case 1. So here, this is my employees table where I have employee ID, name, department and gender, and the requirement is I want to group I want to count the employees with respect to the department, as well as I want the individual gender counts for each department. To achieve that, with a normal group by department statement, we can get the counts of total employees by department. But again, in turn, if you want to get the breakdown of male and female count in the same department, then we need to write another query like this and group by with department, total employees and gender to get this kind of breakdown. So here we are writing multiple queries to achieve this. But if we are using case 1, it is actually more straightforward. So we'll see the same employee table. So here what we are doing, we are counting as total employees and we are using case 1 statement in some aggregate function, and we are counting the male count and female count. So here by using case 1 statement, we are aggregating more straightforward, and it is helping you to reduce that multiple queries. So in the same way, if you want to find out the revenue breakdown by payment method, like this is my sales table, we have sales ID, customer ID, payment method and amount. I want to find out the total card revenue for customer ID, and in the same way I want a breakdown of like cash revenue and total revenue. Here it is much more easy to understand, like for each customer what is the cash revenue, credit card revenue, total revenue. So here again I have used the case 1 statement in the sum aggregate function, and I have given the condition inside an aggregate function to find the credit card revenue, cash revenue. Next again, if you want to calculate the return or refund count by product category. So these are my products, and I from orders table, and I have a column with yes or no values, where S represents the item is returned and no is like the item is sold. So I am calculating again case 1 condition I am giving in the aggregate function to calculate return count, which is if returned is yes, it is considered as return count, and if it is no, it is considered as sold count. Here again I am even calculating the percentage of return rate. For that I am using counting the return rate as a numerator, and here the total count I am dividing to get the return rate percentage. Then we have again, if you want to see some common analyst KPIs using the same case 1 statement, here I have a user activity table where I have activity ID, user ID and purchased column, where 0 represent not purchased and 1 represent it is purchased. So here we are doing again the same thing with respect to user ID. We are counting to get the total users. In the same way we are giving case 1 in the count aggregate function to calculate the purchased customers or converted users, and we are calculating the conversion percentage. So here we are getting 3 KPIs in one query. And in the same way, if we want to calculate the churn rate is customers with no purchase in last 90 days. That also, this is the customers table I have. So we are with respect to last purchase date, we are finding the user IDs which are less than, where purchase last date is less than current date minus interval 19 days as churned customers. And then we are finding the churn rate percentage by dividing the churn customers with the total total user IDs. So these are the total customers, churn customers and churn rate PCT. In the same way, if we want to get the retention rate, for the churn rate, we are finding customers with no purchase in last 90 days. For retention rate, we are finding customers who are still active, having purchased within a recent period. For that also, we are using the same logic, but we have just flipped the logic. That is, last purchase date is greater than or equal to current date minus interval 90 days. And in the same way, if we want to find the repeat purchase rate, here repeat purchase rate and retention rate, the difference is here repeat purchase rate deals with the customers who have made more than one purchase regardless of time. Like I have this customers table. So here I am in the subquery, I am finding the purchase count, like I am grouping by user ID and finding the count of unique user IDs. And from then I am in case when statement using in the aggregate, I am getting the user IDs where purchase count is greater than 1 as repeat customers, and finding the repeat purchase rate PCT by dividing the same repeat customers with the total unique user IDs. So I am getting KPIs, total customers, repeat purchase rate PCT. For the same data, I have calculated active user matrix like daily user active users, weekly active users and monthly active users. Here I have calculated them by using straightforward aggregate methods only to find the distinction when to use the method and when to not, when there is no need of using case one in the aggregate functions. Thank you.